Hi everyone, it's Carolyn. I'm here today to give you a solstice greeting from not only myself, but the LightKeepers. So I have a channeled poem for you today. I don't do many poems anymore on my videos, but this one's pretty powerful. And it aligns with what we're already seeing for 2023 per my December energy update when we gave a peek into 2023. So what I want to do today is I'll read the poem before we finish up. But I'm just going to flow freely with what they want to bring us for this really beautiful time that honestly, energetically, we've been stepping up to all the way from, they always showed me August 8th, like 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12 portals, okay? So we just finished with the 12, 12 portal, which is another kind of like a half step up. It's interesting. They were showing the 1111 being and 1010 being a bigger step up. Anyway, but they're all steps up, okay, energetically, vibrationally, dimensionally in this ascension journey, okay? So remember, we're talking about energy here. Needless to say, we then have had this entry point into the eclipses, which we've had a couple of them recently. But we're in this window now until the solstice of this energy that's like literally. I just heard landing on your doorstep. It's landing on your doorstep. They just said you're landing on its doorstep too. And they're talking about don't think you're not involved. You're important to the journey that the solstice offers. So this is why I always go back to. That's interesting. Sorry, I wasn't going here, but we're going to go right now to this. But you know how I've always talked about how they bring through that it's important for us to recognize cosmic events. This is what they're talking about. Like there's more power in it. I mean, we are creator beings, right? If we're not paying attention to and we're ignoring all that is in our way with respect to our cosmic help, which includes our solstices, our full moons, our new moons, all those things, our signs, our messages, then we're just living separately. We're living separately. So this is why they're talking about one. Oh, they just said one provides for the other. Wow, that's so beautiful. Yep, realigning. They just said realigning with the cosmic events. They're really talking about the solstices too. Like this is a real opportunity to do this collectively. And if more of us actually took in the ways of the old, they just said, which are coming back, they just said we would align more directly. Wow, align more directly with the energies of the times. And again, they're talking about collectively. So when we do this individually, it's very powerful for us individually. And many of us have seen market shifts and changes in ourselves as we start recognizing these events. They can be subtle, they can be very powerful, they can be literally like the next day, which has happened to me 2 full moons in a row this past year. So I didn't mean to go here, but they took me here. They really want you to know that it's important for us to start, they keep saying, aligning with the cosmic events and ensuring that we are in some way recognizing them. And I've always said, it's as much as like just knowing, having that conscious awareness that this is the solstice, which of course for us is the 21st of December when we will be moving into the new year essentially. So what's happening is we're going to go back to the progression to this point. So what we're doing is we're continuing to elevate to the point of the solstice, and then what they showed in February was they just called it the Lightworkers Gateway. They're talking about a significant event in February, but I don't know if we're going to spend a lot of time on that today because that's not where I was hoped to be headed. I want to talk more about the solstice. Okay, but what they're saying to me now is the solstice is that launching pad? Is that step up? Ooh, like we're red. Oh, I get it. Okay, so the solstice is like the new year, right? Now I know we have the human new year, right? January 1st, all that. So it's kind of aligned together because we've created this to be such a big deal. Well, and of course, as we know, calendar year, pagan new year, all that, same time frame, historically speaking. And so we've created this January 1st as a collective to be very powerful as well. So what this is doing is the solstice is, okay, they just said stepping us up. All right, okay. So the steps up have been all the way from 8/8 to 12/12, those monthly dates, excuse me, that we're talking about. Okay, and then what we've got is we've got the solstice energetically. They're showing a slingshot. Okay, so they're talking about they love to use metaphors, and they use various metaphors to express the same thing. So this is the other metaphor. They're showing the slingshot, that all these months prior were like the little stone in the slingshot. You know, you're pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Like, and it's not pressure. It's more energy. Because if you think about pulling a slingshot back, you're creating more energy for it to fly. So what they're showing is we're in that slingshot, and all these steps up, the eclipses, everything is, and they're not showing it pressure like a volcano, right? They're showing it like momentum. It's momentum, okay? It's energetic momentum. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of energy around this. And so what they're showing is as we get to the solstice, okay, we let go. We're let go, I should say. The slingshot is let go. And this is why they call it the launching pad. And now we start a new journey. As light workers, a new journey. So if you haven't listened to December, go listen to December. It talks about February, how we're going to enter this gateway, new gateway for light workers. Remember how they showed them lining up, us lining up all this light. But this is the launching off, the slingshot. Think of the slingshot, okay? So we've let go, and now we're going to start traveling, and we're traveling. And remember, here's your slingshot, right? And you're pulled back. You let go, let go, let go. We're doing slow motion, right? Let go. And so now we're moving from December into this gateway that they're showing of like new energy. How we will feel it, I have no idea. How it manifests, I have no idea. Because I speak in terms of energy, but we know it manifests in our journey, right? Through things in the collective that actually happen that manifest. And typically manifestation does come after that. So, but I think we're going to feel this all individually, particularly those of us who are very connected into our energetic selves, our true selves, really doing that work that helps us be in that now moment to really feel into ourselves, that does the work physically and emotionally and energetically to help us experience these things in real time and to feel those shifts and changes. And all of us start feeling that to one degree or another. And again, that goes back to self-care, the things you're doing, meditating, how you're treating yourself. Are you setting up your vibrational self to be able to experience these things in the body, right? Mind and body and mind. So we've got the slingshot effect coming through. Here we come through. Here's your slingshot. And we come through it, right? And this is such a great metaphor. So they're showing coming through it in the February time frame. That's the gateway we're going through. We're entering into that new gateway of energy for what they're talking about in 2023, which is creative expansion. So we're not going to go there today, but I want you to know about the solstice. So it's the slingshot. We're pulled back and we're let go. We're literally at they just said the tension point, but it's not volcanic tension. That's not what I'm getting. It's more like propelling forward, momentum forward. We're at the most momentum we can have. So what we want to do, and I guess I was thinking of sending this out on the day before the solstice, but I think I'm going to send it out this weekend so you have a few days to think about this, because they're actually wanting us to prepare. I just heard the words prepare the way. Oh gosh, the way. Because yes, we are preparing the way. We are preparing the way as light workers for the others to come. Oh, I have so many chills. We are preparing the way. So are we to do, like, individually recognize it? Okay, they're talking about absolutely, yes, in some way. They said that we understand the human journey. It's really twofold. You have your spiritual cosmic self, but you have your human journey. And they said this is the trick of it. This is a big part of the learning, is how we integrate the two. All right? So they understand that we're busy. We have those things. It's, holidays coming up for a lot of us, and yet they just can't emphasize enough how important a period of time this is. This whole period now that we've been in, all the way up through particularly the new year, coming into the new year. It's all, you can argue it's all important, right? But what I'm very much getting is to do some kind of recognition. Another thing I'm getting also is if you have any opportunity to do something collective, like with a group of people online, or because there are a lot of events you can join in on, or locally, or just with another person. There's something powerful about connecting in with that energy. That might seem obvious, but I'm just really getting that now for the solstice. That's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of Zoom type of events. They're really talking about if you can do a live event, but the recordings are fine too. Through this period of time, like you can actually do something now is what I'm getting over the weekend. The energy's here. Like we are really moving, because remember, it's never just a point in time. It's energy that grows, right? And expands and heightens. So we've been doing this now for a number of months. And now here we are, the solstice, right? Slingshot. And, we're ready to be let go of, and then we travel through. So think about how you feel good and feel right for yourself in recognizing the solstice. You can look at it as the start of the new year, how you're going to move forward in your journey. What can you do to take care of yourself even more? Pull yourself into yourself, learn more about yourself. We've been doing this all along, but it never stops, okay? You can do that. If you want to do something singularly, it's fine. But they're just rarely recognizing, they just said the power of the people. When we come together, we amplify each other's energy, which basically says to me, I really need to go to the event that my friend is holding, and I keep saying, well, I think I'm just going to stay home and do my own thing, but I think I need to go. So maybe we get out of our comfort zones and we do something different, Maybe we do something different. Because remember, another thing that we've talked about, it was really over the course of this year, and I think it came in really powerfully toward the end of last year, was that lightworkers are starting, again, it's not everyone all at once, but starting to come out of the kind of those first waivers, coming out of that cocoon time, alone time, like really where we're starting to affect others in whatever way that means for us. And so our presence, our physical presence, yes, it's energetic, and we can share our energy wherever we want, because there's no time space that separates us. But there is this physical importance, why we're actually in human form is also to influence others in the way we only can in human form. They're talking about. This is so interesting because the vast majority of us in this day and time during the ascension journey, we are here to actually impact other human beings, whether it's your family or your neighbors or a large community of people like some folks have online. It doesn't matter the size, it's the influence, it's that you're out there. So again, this has something to do with this as well. There's a collective connection that is really powerful right now, it feels like. And when it feels like, that's what they're telling me. They're just talking about bringing yourself back into yourself. Oh, okay. They're also showing that as having to do with the slingshot forward. Because remember, it's individual, it all rolls up to the collective, right? So bring yourself back into yourself. Oh, your power center. Okay, this is cool. They're your power center. So they're liking that to the slingshot being pulled all the way back. Your power center, okay? Like bringing yourself back into yourself. We've been doing that. We've been doing a lot of this work, right? So what they're talking about is like really, like we're really collectively, a lot of us ready to just slingshot out and move through that new gateway of energy. I don't know what that's going to offer, what it's going to look like. I'm not getting that yet. I don't know if I'm going to do a full year, like 2023 kind of thing, or usually they don't give me a full year. They give me at the most 6 months. But I do know creative expansion is the theme for 2023, however that looks like for you. And remember, creativity is very broad. Very broad. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to leave you with that because we've really kind of hit on the key to what really the solstice is this year. But think of slingshot, okay? Think of where we're at in the slingshot. It makes so much sense because what we're doing is we're going through the slingshot as we're let go. This is where we are, right? And the slingshot, or going through the slingshot, that's that gateway of energy that I showed in the December energy update for sometime around February. If that shifts and changes, I'll let you know. And So with that, I wish you well for the solstice. Do something special, even if it's just with yourself, because that's important. It doesn't matter. I mean, yes, maybe it sounds like it'd be more powerful collectively, but there are many of us that do a lot of work on our own. So just know you got to do what's right for you. But at a minimum, the key here is to recognize it. There's power in recognizing these beautiful cosmic natural events that are here for us, that we are aligned to, that we are energetically aligned to. And what we want to do is be able to consciously recognize these as they are offered to us for our greater good. So I'm going to finish with the poem that I promised to read. Okay, pulling this up and I'm going to read this. I hope you enjoy this poetic message from the Lightkeepers about the solstice. Knocking on your door, it is the solstice to explore. The days to come, opportunities galore, if you step through the gateway of your own, not waiting for another to open the door. For the light upon your face today, for some of you, grows longer too, and others move into quieter times, less light you find in your day. But when you enter inside the greater of the solstice, a holy time too, you slip into another place and bring gratitude for what you'll find. Now you know the past has brought you here, all you have felt and many tears, those who have come your way and others who have left in your day. Times of your life and magic too. Would you have ever thought this could happen to you? And yet, squeezed through the knothole you have been again and again. Rounding a corner now you do, with the rest of the collective too. Looking forward to times that offer you a different light, a pathway to the greater of you. Now the door opens, and with a question, what will you now do with what the solstice brings to you? Okay, there's your message for today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. Again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Carolyn. I'm a channel, I'm a distance energy healer, and I'm a spiritual awakening mentor. And I wish you a happy solstice. Check out below for all of my services, purplerainhealing.com, where you can work with me on your spiritual awakening and your life journey through channeled messages and one-on-one mentoring. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thank you so much for being here.